International Women's Day here in Kenya. But just before we wrap it up, joining us is the women representatives from Nairobi, Esther Passaris. Let me welcome you to the program. Thank you so much for your time. In there, you talked about something very sensitive on family matter, family planning, and especially safe abortion. So it's a very sensitive matter for Kenya regarding to the cultural and religious beliefs. How are you going to ensure that's implemented?
Well, I think as a country, we're recognizing the fact that we don't want our women and girls going to the back doors and to quacks and dying. The cost to the economy is in excess of 500 million. So we have to recognize the fact that we need to have commodities available, family planning, we need to have education, sex education. We need parents to be given civic education to understand that they need to talk to their children so that they're not abused, and so that if they do have early sex, they actually can be able to prevent pregnancy. The guidelines on abortion, I think it's time for us to ensure that we plan our families. Right now, we're having so many people with an average of 5 to 6 children. The mother's not working. A lot of single mothers because has a run away from responsibility. So what we need to do is to ensure that we support the initiatives of UNFPA and all our partners. The right to safe abortion, the right to reproductive health is very crucial in our country.
When you talk about every woman being able to make a decision on what happens with their body, and as at now we all know that abortion is only it can only apply here in Kenya when that pregnancy is a risk to the woman. Or what exactly do you mean that?
I think first of all we've got to change the laws accordingly. Young girls who are getting pregnant in school, they wanted to have sex, they want to get pregnant. When they do get pregnant, we're forcing them to have the children. The girls are dropping out of school. So we cannot say that the doctor is the one to make the decision. I think we need to empower our girls. We don't want abortion to be a birth control, but we want to make sure that there's commodities available. And when the girl is young, for instance, a girl who's been raped by her father, to make her actually have that child is taboo. She's still a child herself. She has the emotional trauma, and then on top of it, she's forced to become a parent when she's not ready. So it's a vicious circle of wrongs. And I think as a country, we've got to sensitize people on birth control. And then when there is a chance where a woman has gotten pregnant or a young girl is gotten pregnant by abuse or by being promiscuous, what we have to do is make sure that she has access to safe abortion. Because whether you like it or not, she's going to procure the abortion because there is a demand for it in the back streets. So we don't want our girls getting into abortions with quacks and then losing their lives or being damaged.
Right, and let's see how that goes down. Today is International Women's Day.
I celebrate every woman, past and present, that actually takes women a step forward. I also celebrate women all over the world. And I think we have to emulate leaders like, Mother Teresa, the giving, Wangari Maathai about the environment, Oprah Winfrey for being very forthright, Lupita for being proud of being black and not wanting to change her skin color. So there's a lot of women out there that have done amazing work, and we celebrate all of them on International Women's Day. So Natalia said, the executive director of UNFPA, we have to make sure that we celebrate being women on a daily basis, not just on International Women's Day. And I think that's the culture we have to have. We have to still continue fighting for our space. We have to stay united.
And what's your message to women out there who are watching you right now, especially from your own county and also nationwide?
We have to stay together as women. We can see that the men are still not willing to give us what is constitutionally our rights, which is not more than 2/3 of one gender. And we have to support each other because, and we also have to family plan. The woman has to take charge of her reproductive rights. She has to make sure she takes family planning so that she doesn't have children she's not ready to have. And I believe that women, we've been told so many times that we are our own enemies. We're not our own enemies. We stand together, we stand united, we champion each other. Hold your sister, hold your mother, hold your auntie, hold your baby girl, and let's together forge ahead so that we can ensure that women have their rights to excel. And we're not saying that we're neglecting the boy child, but I think we need to bring women to the par so that we achieve Agenda 5, where, gender parity.
Thank you so much for your time. And once again, happy International Women's Day. All right. And so we wrap it here at Canaan Hall in Kibra, Nairobi, where the international or the celebrations for International Women's Day in Kenya were being held. And message sent out clearly that women should stand for one another. Women should be empowered also when it comes to education. And that is the conversation that we are having. For now, it's a wait and see what happens moving forward, whether these guidelines or these proposals will be implemented. My name is Museo, and from Kibra is back to the broadcasting house.